Andrew. Thank you for tuning in. Today, we will delve into the highly controversial topic of gun control in the United States and analyze a heated conversation between Joe Rogan and Pete Dominick on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. Gun control is a complex and divisive issue that has been at the forefront of political debates for years. The conversation between Rogan and Dominick exemplifies the polarizing nature of this topic, with both individuals holding strong and opposing views on how to address gun violence. In this context, Rogan's role as the host was to facilitate the discussion and challenge Dominick's arguments, while Dominick's role as the guest was to defend his position and persuade the audience. Both individuals brought their own backgrounds, beliefs, and biases to the conversation, adding diversity to the discussion. However, as with many controversial topics, this conflict also brought out both functional and dysfunctional aspects of communication. On the functional side, there were moments of active listening and attempts at understanding each other's perspectives. Rogan's frequent paraphrasing of Dominick's statements showed that he was actively engaged in the conversation and trying to comprehend his viewpoints. However, there were also moments of dysfunctionality, primarily due to a lack of civility. Both participants often interrupted each other and raised their voices, hindering a productive exchange of ideas. The use of generalized statements and oversimplifications also added to the dysfunctionality of the conversation. Furthermore, the emotional nature of the topic led to frustration and impatience, making it difficult for both individuals to reach a resolution or find common ground. This highlights the importance of maintaining a civil and respectful tone in discussions, especially when dealing with sensitive issues like gun control. While there were attempts at finding integrative strategies, such as moments of cooperation and searching for common ground, these were limited due to the intense nature of the topic. As a society, we must learn to have difficult conversations and work towards finding a compromise, rather than getting caught up in polarizing debates. I have several recommendations to help enhance the quality of communication between Joe Rogan and Pete Dominick in their conflict. Implementing these could potentially address the dysfunctional aspects of their communication and promote a more effective dialogue. Firstly, implementing a more structured format for the conversation can help in managing the discussion effectively. This could include specific times dedicated to each of their key points and questions. A format like this will prevent interruptions and ensure that each speaker has an equal opportunity to present their views. Another recommendation involves the use of a neutral mediator or facilitator who can help steer the conversation and maintain the structure mentioned in the first recommendation. This mediator could also help in clarifying statements that might be perceived as contentious or overly general, thereby reducing the chance of misunderstandings or defensive reactions. The mediator's role would be crucial in managing the power dynamics inherent in the conversation, particularly given Rogan's influence as the host with a larger platform. My last recommendation is to apply empathy in their communication strategies. This could be through the acknowledgement of the other's viewpoint before proceeding in the discussion. This would not only result in a more collaborative atmosphere, but also potentially open new areas for compromise and understanding. Implementing these recommendations could significantly improve the quality of dialogue between Rogan and Dominick, transforming their discussion into a more productive and civil exchange. By focusing on structured dialogue, mediated facilitation, and more empathetic communication, they can potentially start to find solutions to complex issues like gun control. This approach would not just benefit them personally, but can also serve as an example for effective communication to their audience, showing them that even a topic as controversial as gun control can be debated in a civil and productive way. Thank you all for listening.